One of my upcoming brides just told me the craziest story about one of her bridesmaids, and she did give me the permission to share this story on TikTok and just leave names out. I am so shook by this, and it literally makes me never want to go on a bachelorette trip, especially a bachelorette destination trip, ever again. So I went to do a makeup trial for one of my upcoming brides at a hotel in Miami, and I asked her why she was like staying there because she lives in Miami, and she was like, well, tonight is my bachelorette party. I was supposed to go on my bachelorette party to Tulum, but it winded up falling through because of one of my former bridesmaids, actually like my maid of honor. She scammed us out of like $5,000 planning this trip to Tulum. So I'm obviously like, tell me everything. This tea is piping hot. I need to know more. So she tells me that she basically gave maid of honor duties to this one friend that she'd been friends with since high school, and she was also the maid of honor in this girl's wedding as well. But this girl had recently been divorced and was like really hurt about her divorce, so she figured giving her maid of honor duties and giving her something to like throw herself into and stay distracted would be a good idea. Wrong. So this friend was like, yes, like let's all go to Tulum, I need a girls trip. So she starts planning this bachelorette party in Tulum. They were gonna stay at this like resort that just opened, and you know, she was gonna get this great deal on some booking website, and the friend, the ex-maid of honor, collected the money from everybody, and it was like around $5,000 in total. I forgot how many people she said. I think it was like 6 or 7 people, but including the bride, including the friend, it was gonna be like $5,000, and she collected all of it, booked everything, sent confirmations to. So everyone's thinking they're all set to go to Tulum. Like she apparently even collected like people's passport numbers. Like she was really, you know, convincing that she had planned this trip to Tulum for them, right? So my bride was even saying how grateful and happy she was that she had a friend plan her bachelorette trip, and that she really trusted her maid of honor, and she felt so grateful that everything was taken care of. And even like the other bridesmaids chipped in for the bride's portion for the bachelorette trip. So she was like really confident everything was set, right? Over the summer, the maid of honor that had booked everything basically started blowing her off for a new guy that she met. So she had a dress fitting where she had an emergency with her original dress and needed to pick out another one or like get something like customized. And her maid of honor like completely blew her off, and she was like really upset about it. And she just like let it go because she knew that she like went through a lot with the divorce and kept giving her chances. So my bride told me that she kept giving her maid of honor chances to redeem herself, and she was like failing miserably. So she figured, you know what, like let me just like go out to dinner with her, clear the air. Maybe like this whole process of like watching someone else get married is tough for her. Like let me just see where her head is at. So the bride and the maid of honor go out to dinner with the fiance of the bride and the new guy that the maid of honor is dating. And apparently this guy that the maid of honor is dating is like totally bad news bears. The bride said I think he was like on something. He was ordering 1 million drinks, got wasted, didn't even offer to pay, was saying like vile things at the table, was like rude to the wait staff, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. So the bride said she waited a couple days and then reached out to her maid of honor, and the maid of honor was like, oh, isn't he great? And the bride was like, about that, he's not coming to the wedding and I don't think he's good for you. And apparently the maid of honor just like went ballistic, and the bride was like, listen, if this is too much, I can ask like somebody else to take this over because like I need more support. And the maid of honor was like, I'm done. I don't even want to be in the like wedding party anymore. I'm done. Like don't ever talk to me again. My bride said that she like didn't want that, and she was like trying to talk her maid of honor down, and she's like, listen, if this is too much for you, seriously, we can ask somebody else to do it. If you need a breather, let me know. I just don't want you to like walk out of the bridal party. We have my bachelorette party. You're one of my good friends. Like I care about you, but I just need more support right now. Maid of honor was not having it, and she just like blocked the bride on like every social media outlet, blocked her number, and the bride was like, I don't know what the fuck to do because number one, this is my maid of honor and we have an entire vacation plan to another country. This is where it gets kind of weird. My bride told me that not only did she block her, she blocked her fiance, she blocked all of the other bridesmaids and people in the bride's family. So obviously she's freaking out because her and her girls paid all this money to go on a trip to Tulum that was like coming up in a few months, and this girl blocked all of them, and she was the one who planned and coordinated all of them. She has all the details. Nobody else really has details besides like screenshots, confirmation numbers, and they sent all of her money. I don't know, you guys, if it were me, I probably like would have went to the police by now. So this is all happening when they're less than 3 months out from this Tulum trip, right? And they don't know what's going on because the person that planned all of it has all of their money, has all the confirmation, is MIA. So my bride says after several weeks, they finally got a hold of the ex-maid of honor, and she says that there is no trip and that she will make sure that they all get their money back. The bride is like, what the fuck? There is no trip. Like, we're gonna get our money back. Did you just take all the money and run? Did you spend all of it? Like, what's going on? My bride called the all-inclusive booking service that her maid of honor alleged that she booked everything through, and unfortunately the person that was operating on the other end was like somebody in South Asia that did not really understand the situation. So she was like, I was at, a loss. I didn't know what to do. So I finally called the resort to see if there was any information I could get, and there was a reservation under the maid of honor's name. But here's where it gets weird. It was for 2 people, and this was for a group of bridesmaids. So my bride is thinking that apparently the maid of honor booked this vacation for her and her man using all of their money. Apparently the resort in Tulum was being like extremely cooperative and accommodating, but they said that there wasn't really anything that they can do besides give them some sort of a discount, but it was just honestly too late for the dates that they wanted to go. The maid of honor apparently had nothing to say and winded up sending them $3,000, but still owed the bride around $2,000. My bride is so much better than me because I would lose it. I would lose it. She said that she's still working through it with the maid of honor, but like I said, she is better than me. I think that she might be going to small claims, but I'm not too sure. On a much happier, more positive and lighthearted note, at the end of the day, they did not go to Tulum, obviously, but the bride's fiance and all of her friends, fiancés and husbands, all chipped in for the girls to have a Miami staycation kind of bachelorette party, and they had a spa day and a dinner and a night out that was all taken care of by the guys. This is why we need to stick to bachelorette parties being a night out in the city, at a hotel somewhere local, dinner somewhere local, not these crazy international extravaganzas that breed trouble. Her wedding's not for a few more months, so I'll let you guys know if she updates me before then, if she gets the money back, or you guys just might have to wait until then.